2017. Welcome back, you filthy fucking animals. This is Dusty Radio. New year, new you. Let's start this bullshit right now. I am recording this on January 8th, 2017. Sorry for a very dramatic pause. Dusty Radio is a passion of mine, but I have had some other projects. I ran for political office, but I am no longer doing that. Details on that at 11. New year, new you, some resolutions. I have 5 resolutions that I am personally going to try to fulfill this year. Number 5. No more middle finger. I will no longer flip the middle finger at someone who almost took my life in an automobile accident because they were texting. I will be the bigger person. I will no longer send a gesture of hate towards a negligent moron who almost ended my existence because Facebook needed a selfie. Number 4 on the list is no more cults. I will no longer join cults because I believe it is a funny idea. I got locked in the Yellow Deli basement for 3 weeks because I wanted to put onion on the number 2 sandwich, which apparently in their belief is a mortal sin. No more cults. Number 3. Going forward in casual conversation, I am going to try to bring NASCAR into at least 4 out of every 5 conversations. Yeah, buddy, I'm real sorry to hear about what happened to you, Grandma. Did you see Tony Legato take that turn into the corner stretch last week? I need to speak about NASCAR as though I know it, tried and true, without actually having any facts. I have a wild theory that no one actually watches NASCAR, but everyone just pretends to know what the fuck is going on. They go left. Number 2. I have got to stop smoking. Number 1. And the most important on this list, stay away from politics. That is a loaded gun. And when you point it right at your face, bad things are going to happen. Friends are going to become enemies. Enemies will become lovers. Lovers will become mothers, and mothers have daughters too. Stay away from politics. It's a big no-no. You cannot win. It's a shell game to begin with. Nobody gives a fuck if you give a fuck about what they give a fuck about. They're gonna do what they want. The political system is, look at me, getting back into politics. New year, new me. Same habits, slightly better attitude. Dusty Radio would like to thank McFray Media for being such a big part of our lives for this past year. McFray Media, 1969 North Point Boulevard. Beautiful building, beautiful comic books. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. I have with me on the line a very special guest, Mr. Matt Bolus. Matt Bolus, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Dusty Ray. It's great to be here, man. I'm really glad that you're having me on, Brudge. I just want to give a quick shout out to all the Brudges and Broadheads out there listening to Dusty Radio.
So, Matt, I hear you were trapped in the great snowstorm of 2017.
I am in the great snow. I'm currently in the great snowstorm of 2017. I've got Terry here. We're chilling. And we're trying not to freeze to death. There's a lot of people that have been freezing to death. I've been hearing many accounts, many elderly people dying left and right, freezing straight to death. They have no food, they have no heat. They are dying.
If you see any elderly people, any strays on the street, you should set up a hamper in the back. Elderly people love straw. And
we actually have a task force set up downtown in the River Park area near Chattanooga State. We've that's where they wanted us to set it up. We set up a tent to find all the elderly who have decided to just walk around, who have decided to walk around the city.
Wandering aimlessly.
They're wandering aimlessly, and somebody's got to be the shepherd for the sheep.
Almost accepting their inevitable death.
They have come to terms. They do come to terms with death while they're walking, and it's really nice for it. We have muffins. We give them muffins. We find that the elderly are really big on muffins, and if you see an elderly person, don't just approach them. Make sure you have a muffin in your hand.
They will bite. They will bite.
They will try to bite you if you don't have a muffin yet.
These are some formerly domesticated animals that will now currently bite you. So please.
They were once domesticated, and in older age we all become a little more feral.
We do.
So
Matt Bolus,
it's good to have muffins.
Matt Bolus, the shepherd of men. It is so nice to have you. Matt, if you could turn your radio down in the background. Yeah, there they are, Matt. It's great that you've decided to do this. This is a very special New Year edition. It's 2000. I'm not sure if you're aware of the fact that it's 2017, but it is currently 2017 on Dusty Radio.
I was told on July 3rd
that it was
of last year.
So this isn't new information to you.
Well, I was told on July 3rd that 2017 would occur at the end of the year. Now, I have figured out that on the 3rd of January, someone told me that it was 2017. So 6 months. 6 months.
You've been preparing for this information.
I have been preparing. I've got many people on my payroll who have been doing the statistics, who have been doing the logistics, who have been sitting down and getting pie charts ready and trying to really hammer out details, get things figured out, trying to swell back the fury and get it figured out for everyone, because 2017 is in fact here.
Well, back to your previous point, do you happen to feed any of the less fortunate, stray elderly, any of the pie charts? Any leftover pie charts?
There are actually Food City's doing a special right now. As long as you have your value card, they have pies for $1.99. Now we're talking apple pies, blueberry pies, apple crumble pies, and pumpkin pies.
Well, that is just heartwarming. Matt Bolus, 2017. Any resolutions? New year, new Matt Bolus. Matt Bolus, anything new? What are you going to do for 2017?
We got all sorts of new shit. I'm ready for NASCAR. I'm actually going to get into NASCAR this year.
That is one of my
New Year's resolutions.
Hey, can we stop the bullshit for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
When you hear the playback, I want you to know everything was recorded in sequential order. Now go ahead and tell about your NASCAR.
About NASCAR?
Yeah.
I'm excited about NASCAR. I can't wait to see the cars go around the track. That's my biggest pull. Now, a lot of people are there for the tires on the cars. I'm actually there for the cars themselves. Some people are there for the drivers in the cars. I am actually there for the cars themselves. I'm not one of those phony NASCAR fans. Some people go there for the track.
So any resolutions that you may have this year, Matt Bolus? Anything new that you're going to try to do to be a better you?
More titties. I want to motorboat a lot more titties in 2017 than I did in 2016. That is definitely true. I wouldn't even if some of these elderly women.
They better watch out for Matt Bolus.
Watch out for me, because I'm on my way. I'm going to come cougar hunting. I prefer older women. They're funner. They know how to do things.
Recently, we've been into the live stream. We've been doing the Facebook live stream. The Matt Bolus and Dusty Hawkins Cat live stream on Facebook. And in the past week, there's been an instance of a teenage girl hanging herself on live stream, and then 4 really mean people beating a mentally challenged person, a handicap. I don't know what his handicap was, but they beat him damn near to death on Facebook Live. And it's really making me reconsider the medium of Facebook Live, because I don't want to be thrown into the same categories as these people. It's like, oh, all those Facebook Livers, it's like either people who beat the shit out of the less fortunate, hang themselves, or do some sort of G4 variety show. And I don't feel like being typecast in that. So I really think we need to figure out where we're going to branch on the tree to next.
It takes one bad apple to fuck up the whole thing.
It does.
And that's exactly what's happened.
And it's so sad. Matt Bolus.
It is sad. It's tragic.
What else in 2017 are you looking forward to?
I'm actually looking forward to getting the Church of Comedy where it needs to be in 2017. We're already launching multiple platforms, trying to get people into the Word, trying to get them to actually give up their day-to-day lives and embark on something new and wonderful and treasureful and joyful and insightful and inspirational and all of that for them, for their day-to-day, so they can get by, so they can quit, they can stop, they don't have to be going. They're going. That's all they do is go, and all we need them to do is stop for a second so they can understand themselves again. That's what I need people to do. People don't understand themselves. I hate
to stop you there, Matt Bolus, but in order to do this, you are going to need funding, and no one likes to ask. But Matt Bolus Have you thought about a Kickstarter campaign for perhaps robes? You're going to need hymn booklets. You're going to need gas money to spread the word. Have you thought about a Kickstarter?
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. You see, it's funny that you bring up a Kickstarter to me right now, because it's funny how that works, how joy and laughter can bring people together, and somebody that has a great idea like start a Kickstarter can be in my life and tell me to do this thing, and it helps me guide me on my path. And you see, people are put in people's positions so that when people are put in people's paths, they can figure it out together, and you just helped me figure that out. Thank you.
That is great. You can find all of the crazy and wild hijinks on the Church of Comedy Facebook page. Head on over there now, give it a like and a listen, and check it out. Be sure to share with your friends and your family. Everyone needs a good laugh, especially in such dark days. It's so damn dark outside you would need a flashlight, but it is close to 11 p.m. Pastor Matt Bolus of the Church of Comedy, I would love to thank you for coming on to Dusty Radio, but unfortunately I do not have the time. I would like to thank you all for tuning in to this latest edition of Dusty Radio 2017, you dirty fucking animals. I'll see you next time. For Matt Bolus, I'm Dusty Hawkins. Have a good fucking night.